Well, hi, it's Graham here, and this is part 2 of my panorama tutorial. If you haven't seen the first part, you might as well go and check that out now. I was just out on location in this spot the other day shooting the panorama, and the reason I chose to shoot a panorama was I couldn't fit all this in the frame. So in the video I shot it two ways. One way where I leveled the tripod and the camera very carefully, and the second way I shot it was just handheld, which would be a bit more loose and probably a bit less accurate. And I just wanted to put the two panos together in this video just to see the difference, because sometimes you'll have the time to shoot the panorama carefully, other times you just won't have your tripod with you or whatever, so you just might want to do it handheld. But we'll see if there's a big difference between the two ways of doing that. So before I get into it, I'll invite you to subscribe to the channel and give the video the thumbs up. And don't forget you can get my free ebook 3 Steps to Better Photographs on my website, grahamdargie.com. Okay, let's put this together. I'm just going to go to the library module, and this first 10 images, these are the sequence of images I shot on the tripod. So I've clicked the first one, shift click the last one, and that selects them all. Now I'm going to right click on here, Photomerge, Panorama. Lightroom's going to put together a preview of the pano. Okay, and here we are, and you've got the option to project the pano in a few different ways. Spherical, as if it was being projected on the inside of a sphere. Cylindrical, as if it was being projected on the inside of a cylinder. And perspective. From what I can tell, different people favour different ways of doing it. Okay, it doesn't want to do the perspective. Ultimately, you're going to choose the one that looks best to you, and for me at the moment it's cylindrical with this one. You can see the empty space at the edge, and that's where the frames maybe haven't exactly lined up. So there's a bit more of a gap at this end than there is at this end, and that's sort of to be expected. You can simply crop that away, and that might be fine for you. But the other thing you can do is use this boundary warp tool, which sort of stretches the picture up into the available space. So why not do that? The other way you can do it is to automatically fill the edges. So Lightroom will do a content aware fill, and that can work. I suppose it depends what you've got. Down here I would be a bit wary of that because there's sort of some obvious repetition down here. You'd have to look at it carefully. That's actually not done too bad of a job, I would say, but we'll take that off for now and we'll just stretch that up. Boundary warp up to 100 there is fine, and now we can click merge to sort of finalize this image file. What Lightroom will do is put this together into a new RAW file or DNG file, which is fully editable. What you can notice on this sequence of images, I was shooting with the polarizer, and over this side it's okay, but when I've swung around to here, you have this sort of aberration that you get with the polarizer on a wide angle shot. So I should have been a bit more careful when I was shooting that. But anyway, for the sake of this tutorial, it's fine just to show you how to put the pano together. Okay, and it's done. And it's created that file and it's placed it down here. Let me go to the develop module, press D, and there you can see the whole pano. So yeah, this area is a bit of a disaster. I've got the tripod in there. You would tend to shoot a little bit wide, a bit loose, just knowing that you'll have a big file to crop into later. So I'm not going to edit this image, but you know, you would crop that away. And even if I pushed it all the way into here to get rid of that, you know, big aberration there, you could still have a decent sized image to work with. If we can compare this, I suppose, with the wide angle shot from before, that was this one. Command and click, and then I'm going to press C to compare the two shots. So you just have a lot more to work with there. So a lot of cropping options on this one. Let me go back to the grid view, press G to go back to the library, and I'll quickly put together the second pano, which was handheld. So that's the first frame, and this is the last frame. Shift click, right click, Photomerge, Panorama. Okay, and here we are. And just as I said at the time, actually, this one's a bit more wobbly, being handheld. Let's use the boundary warp on this one and merge. Okay, so here we go. It's created that for us. Let's click D to go to develop, and again, lots to work with there. Still have this disaster, so it is worth taking time to be careful when you're shooting this. And there you go. I hope you can see how easy that is to do on this end of things. Thanks for watching. I hope you took something away from this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That really makes a difference for me. And you can check out my website to find out about me and everything that I do. Thanks for watching. Take care. Enjoy your photography. I'll see you out there.